elders in the north have said they are concerned over President Muhammadu Buhari's continuous silence to growing calls in many quarters that he rejects the security architecture in view of the worsening insecurity in the country. They said the resolutions of the two arms of the National Assembly that he act swiftly in emplacing new security system to stop the increasing bad situation was enough for him to act, given that they are the representatives of the people. The Northern Elders, operating under the aegis of Coalition of Concerned Northern Elders for Peace and Development, in a statement in Abuja Monday morning, said the worsening security situation the country has caused untold hardship on women and children in both the northeast and the northwest. Besides, the group, in the statement signed by its national chairman Dr. Mohammed Suleiman and national secretary Hajiya Mairo Boni, said insecurity in the country had reached a boiling point that only the sack of service chiefs at first step in addressing the ugly developments could be acceptable by Nigerians. According to the group, the 2021 budget proposal that was last Thursday presented to the National Assembly by the President could be difficult to fund if the President fails to address the situation immediately. We are compelled by the current state of the nation, especially as it affects the security of lives and property in Nigeria, particularly in the north, to issue this press statement. This coalition became very necessary and urgent to lend a voice to the growing insecurity and call for the sack of the current service chiefs and total overhaul of the security architecture of our country before it is too late. We are worried about President Muhammadu Buhari's silence, despite call by every arm of Nigeria, including the National Assembly, who are the representatives of the people, he said in the statement. According to the Northern Elders in the statement, some international organizations and authorities have faulted our security architecture and called for the need to restructure same. Yet, Mr. President is still not moved. Is he waiting for all Nigerians to die first? In a constitutional democracy, the people are the employer of the president, and for a president to write his name on gold, he must listen to the people, the statement added. We in this group insist that President Buhari is a good man that means very well for Nigeria and Nigerians, but we strongly believe that he's being misled on a daily basis in the happenings of the country, the statement further said. He stressed that no Nigeria sleeps with its eyes closed anymore. Our roads and homes are no longer safe because of robbery, kidnapping, banditry, and Boko said. Food security is being threatened in the northwest because of bandits who have been depriving farmers of going to their farms. It noted, regretting that the deteriorating plight of women and children in northeast is on steady increase. It reads further, apart from Maiduguri town, there is no community in Borno state where our people can sleep with their eyes closed. Malnutrition is the order of the day in IDPs camps across northeast. Investors are leaving the country on daily basis because of insecurity. This is dangerous for our economic projections of 2021. No country can fund its budget effectively in the midst of insecurity like Nigeria. We wish to use this measure to let our president know that Nigerians are really tired of excuses from the service chiefs. Their continuous retention is not doing the country any good. What is so special about them that they cannot be sacked? Isn't it obvious that they have lost ideas, tired, and are no longer in control? We are convinced that they are out of ideas that can change the game in the security of the nation. Hence, the proper thing for the president to do is to sack them without further delay. We call on the president to take this first step and follow it up with restructuring the entire security architecture of the country for utmost results. Nigerians, especially the youth, are tired of the level of insecurity in the country. The large turnout by youth on the End SARS campaign across the country is an indication that Nigerians are tired of excuses. We are therefore appealing to President Muhammadu Buhari to, as a matter of urgency, begin the restructuring of the country's security architecture, starting from the sack of these tired service chiefs and replace them with younger and more committed officers. Nigerians are fed up with the current level of insecurity. It is on this note that we issue this statement to express our concerns for the nation and the need for Mr. President to act soon. Of course, if these northern elders are saying that Buhari should change the service chiefs, I believe this is not the first time they are saying it. And from their own account, they said many people from different quarters all over the country, they've called him to do same. He has not done it. And I don't know why the people are always begging. You are going to be begging your employer because Nigerians are begging your employee because Nigerians are the employers. But these people don't see it that way. But that is how it ought to be. But reverse is the case. You are begging him. People have been saying this in close to 2 years, if not more than. And he has remained adamant. And I don't believe whether some people are even misleading him. He's the one misleading himself. And because if people are misleading him, that means he has brought himself to be misled. He has released himself to be misled because he wants to listen to them, because they will continue to tell him what he wants to hear, because if they tell him otherwise, he might not take it. And those that are psychophants, they will continue to deceive him because they want to tell him what he wants to hear, because that is what all he wants to hear, to be praising him. The question I'm always asking, that is the man not in this country? Is it in another platform, another planet, that he does not know what is happening? Because everything that has been happening, even because if people are deceiving you, then what they are telling you and it's not really bringing results, what do you do as a person? Because they continue to come and give you to feed you with lies. If we want to go by what these northern elders are trying to say, they are making excuses for him as to why he has not been able to listen to the people. When things begin to go out of hand, most especially when this issue of NSAS again is gaining momentum so high globally, not even only in Nigeria, they will quickly maintain. And that was exactly what they did during the time of Showore. They quickly release him, and now they will not be taking the glory. He listens to people. And I've asked the question, if really he listens to the Nigerian people that have put him there, why is it that this issue of a service chief, he has not been able to do anything about it? The issue of Esme, he has not been able to do anything about it. And they will come and be telling Nigerians as if Nigerians do not know what is happening. And some people are coming out to say, oh, why is it that what are they saying? Why is it that people are still not they've not stopped this protest after they have disbanded these people? And people are saying, you want to deceive us again. That was the same thing you said before. And the vice president has come out to talk about how there are going to be reforms, how they are going to be doing this. We have been hearing these reforms over and over again, and people are asking, reforms in what area? This issue of NSAC, reforms in what area? Because if you are talking about reforms, of course, all of us cannot just pretend the reason or the root cause of all this whole thing that is making these people to behave the way they are behaving. They will tell you, oh, it is the small fraction from the unit. If it is the small fraction, then what have you done about it? Because if it is a small fraction, it will be easy for you to be able to tackle the problem. And the problem, you have few people among this unit that are not doing the right thing, and yet you couldn't even do anything about it, to the extent that this whole thing has escalated to what it is right now. Now, they are talking about reforms. Those are the lies they will continue to tell us. Any little thing, when people begin to talk about these service chiefs, before you know, you will hear that there's a closed door. They are in a closed door meeting, the president and the service chiefs. They will still come out. Before you know, another incident will happen again. Like I said, we cannot be pretending as to what is the root cause of all of these problems from the SARS themselves, the police entirely. How are they recruited? People have been talking about this whole thing, even from the police account, that these people, they are the ones that will buy their uniform, they will do everything, all the logistics, they do them themselves. And even the recruitment is somehow, and the way they are being trained, they train them like in an abnormal way. And these people, when they come out, they will begin to behave like that when they are fending for themselves. In a country, is it not really shameful that these so-called SARS people, they are the ones, all the logistics, they are the ones providing them for themselves? And in a country where we have a what it takes to make things work. Like I always say, when it comes to the welfare of the politicians, it is well taken care of. It is even the first class service they get, even more than those the so-called world leaders or developed countries. But you can see, go and see where these police people are staying. Go and see their family. Come and see it. Are they not ashamed? Are they not seeing it? Even if the president is not seeing, which which I'm not even making excuses for him, because I'm just that even if that is as I'm putting that caveat, even if, then what about the police people? What about the politicians? Everybody is seeing it, and that is the same attitude they always bring to all of this, especially to the state of the nation. People are suffering, they will tell you nothing like that. The other day, I think they are talking about this same northern areas are talking about oh, food prices and all of that. Everything is getting scarce, but this man will come and tell us that oh, the prices of food are going down according to what he said somebody wrote in an article, expert wrote, giving figure. We are talking about reality. The same Lai Mohammed will still come and tell us that these Boko people, they have been defeated technically, and we are talking of reality. These people will be talking of what is in the paper, talking about technicality. You can imagine. So these people talking about begging the president to change the service use. It's like you guys, you don't understand what this man is talking about, because Nigerians have not really taken this whole thing to the way, to that level that they know that the Nigerian people are really serious. That is why they don't even care. But once Nigerians begin to take the normal steps, the right steps, definitely these guys, they will change. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this. Thank you.